Hi, good afternoon. This is Ginni Aneja. Welcome to my channel, and this is about the tarot reading for 2021 on a global basis. This is not for, let's say, it's not for anyone in personal. It's not personal, so it's not about sun signs. I've done about sun signs. It's about all of you, for people, but obviously there are going to be changes globally and for different countries in different manners. So this is about the energies of 2021 and how they are going to play out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out 12 cards for the 12 months, in spite of the fact that, yes, I do readings every month for every month, but this is globally. Let's see what it has in store. So, starting with January, seems like work is really going to pick up in January. Okay. So in January, I believe that work will really pick up and a lot of financial transactions will be done. And it's going to be a mixed bag of good for some, bad for some. Uh, so it's like taking a loan. Somebody is giving and somebody is receiving. So it's going to be good for some, but for some, it may be bad financially. And how is the weather or the climate, or as far as natural calamities go, in January 2021? So, again, the cards that I get for 2021 when I speak that is about Pentacles, and two cards have fallen out, both of them Pentacles. So, one, yes, one is the Knight of Pentacles. So, Page of Pentacles. So definitely money is definitely coming in, and some Four of Pentacles reversed. So people are definitely going to lose money as well. But when it comes to the weather, the climate, or natural calamities, I would say that um, I believe there may be some kind of earthquakes, um, and a lot of people may actually be affected by that, because Pentacles is the card of, it is the element of earth, and this seems to be like in a tower. And I, since it's reversed, I feel the tower is going to fall down, break, or let's say there is going to be earthquakes, there's going to be landslides. And also, I feel, since it is I feel it may affect the animal kingdom and the jungles and forests of the world, as in some places. I'm not saying all the places at once, but um, landslides and, yes, earthquakes. So, being a horse here, I do see that. Now, this could also mean the farmers. This could also mean the farmers, because this seems like a jungle and there are trees and there is a horse, there is an animal. There are farmers who use horses as well. For whatever reason, it may be, some people may be breeding horses, but because I see a horse, and because I see this farm kind of a land or a jungle kind of a land, I think it may also be related to farmers. Now, coming to February, uh, so all that work, like I said, January is going to be a lot of work. All that work, again, there is land. Again, this card itself, I mean, I don't even need to pull a card for Mother Earth or the climate, but this card clearly shows that there is definitely going to be earthquakes, and again in February. And work, yes. So January, all that work is going to extend to February. There is going to be a lot of work, and work may expand, but that is going to be the end of a phase. And so I get the number five card. I get five of swords. This can mean hurricanes. When I talk about climate, this can mean hurricanes, tornadoes, and I feel this would probably mean that it's going to be really cold also in February in places where maybe it is not generally that cold, but it may be a little more because of that air element. And yes, nine of swords again. So yes, there may be people who may be injured or who may even die due to the natural calamities in February. Now coming to March. March is the seven of arrows, so there is going to be a lot of hidden drama behind the scene politically that people may not be aware of. There may be a lot of cheating, there may be a lot of bribery, probably, and also I feel finances being, manipulated, or money laundering, or people being killed. And why I say politically is because there is a king sitting here behind whom a lot is going on. And although the king is not blind, it's not that he's, so if this is Dhritarashtra in the Indian tarot, he may look blind, but he's not really blind, and he knows exactly what's going on behind. And this also can signify war. This can also signify cheating, fraud. So something like that is definitely going to happen. In which part of the world, I'm not aware, but it's definitely going to happen. When it comes to natural calamities, the Eight of Wands, there will be sudden outbreak of fire. There will be, now this air element that we saw in February, when I speak of cyclones or tornadoes or hurricanes, that may at some place give rise to a sudden fire. And in some places, it may mean rain when you're not expecting it. It's the hanged man, but it's the hanged woman here, and there is a waterfall. And there is a possibility, I was actually going to say floods, but no, I don't see floods here. I feel it is more like maybe rain, heavy rain where it is not expected. This can also mean snow. It can also mean heavy snow if that place is a place where, so that rain can mean heavy snow as well. Maybe a little bit more than usual. Coming to April, the strength card is a card which says that now, being Durga and the lion, I feel there is going to be, that political manipulation that we saw here in March. So I see that going ahead to more in April, there is some kind of a political story that may be unearthed. And behind the scenes, it may not really seem what it really is. So you need to be very careful when you just believe anything that comes onto the main media, the news channels. Do not just go by that. Do your own research. And the main media, it may be actually, now see, this is the 11th card, which is in this deck. generally this is the strength card, and it's the eighth card, but in this deck it is the 11th card, and 11 is generally also about justice. So it can mean that some kind of justice may be, like somebody's trying to do justice, but they may be being stopped from doing it, and people are probably being, um, threatened or bribed. This can also mean that for some cases or some people, the universe may actually stand up to do justice to that case. And because I don't know, I get that vibe of somebody trying to do black magic, but it is being, that person or that country or whatever that issue is being protected by the universe. This is what I get. And as far as the weather or climate or natural calamities may be concerned, I think it would be not anything to worry about, because this is the seven of swords. Again, I get the seven of swords. Even that in April was seven of swords. Again, I get the seven of swords. So breeze, wind, windy, too windy, yes, but I get the nine of cups. So, but then nine of cups is a very pleasant card, and it is about fulfilling of wishes. So I think it should be actually, pleasant weather and atmosphere, unless that rain continues in April. But I really don't think so. I think it's more going to be windy and breezy, not cyclones or typhoons. And the coming to May, the month of May, six of cups. So the pleasantness continues in the month of May, thank God. And things are going to be nice. Things are going to start settling down. The initial issues that people feel, or troubles that people go through, or countries at the global level go through, it will start settling down. There may be some kind of a peace treaty between two countries. This is what I see. And everybody will basically fed up of 22, and then whatever the initial few months of 21 brings, will be clamoring for peace. And that is why I feel that peace will reign, and people may try and bring about a pleasant atmosphere in the world. And the Empress card, and the Death card. So Empress card is good. It is about land, but it's a very pleasant card. It talks more about abundance. So all those issues that we faced in the first month may not really continue here. They may, something better will come out of that, is what I feel. And there will be a transformation. This is the Death card. Like I said, something better will come out of all that has happened in the previous 4 months. This month will show us, but yes, of course, this can mean that a lot of people will die due to some kind of a natural calamity. It could be earthquake, since it is, both these cards are more about land, more about earth. And if it is a natural calamity, then it's going to be huge. It's going to be massive, at a massive scale. But no, I was afraid of this. The Devil card. So yes, I was right. It is, this can mean an volcano. It can mean an earthquake. Yes, it can mean a forest fire. Yes. But whatever that is, if this is an earthquake or a volcano eruption, or a forest fire, it will mean a lot of deaths and people being stuck under the earthquake. It can. Okay, June. Coming to June is the Justice card. And I am generally happy to see this card, especially when I'm doing readings for Sushant Singh case. But in this case, uh, let's say the universe will do justice to all those people who've been going through all these natural calamities or issues. So the universe will do justice to them. This could also mean some kind of major political issues coming up. So, on one side, in May, the countries were trying to sign a peace treaty or trying to create peace among nations. But in this case, I see some issue cropping up, and it could mean war. It could mean some kind of contracts between countries. It could mean some kind of warnings, because I'll tell you why. Okay, I'll come to that because a little later. Just hold on to that thought. Meanwhile, let me do for June about the weather and the climate. Ten of Pentacles and Four of Wands. I think it's there's nothing to worry about. It seems these cards seem to be so beautiful, and so no, I don't think that there is anything to worry about as far as the weather is concerned or the climate is concerned. Uh, but in July, right next to Justice, you get the Judgment card. And this says that when people are trying to sign that peace treaty or trying to create harmony in the world among countries or nations, there are contracts that are being signed, but old issues that will crop up will old issues will crop up. People will want to rake up the past, and that will create a lot of issues. And this can mean war, which is again, this card is also talking about. So, okay, weather and climate, Two of Wands and Two of Cups. So, nothing to worry about. I think the weather and climate is going to be great. It's fine. But I am more worried about this war thing that has come up now. And in case if it is not war between nations, then it could be internal war, it could be riots, it could be war between two parties in a nation. So, but yes, I definitely see some kind of physical warfare, especially with the Five of Wands. They're trying to do the justice and eliminate the negative or the devil from the world. And weather and climate wise, I feel that August is fine. Six of Cups, Ace of Wands, it's fine, nothing to worry about. Coming to September, Queen of Swords. So September says that I feel there's going to be a talk between the nations, and there will be a mediator. This could be a mediator who will try and solve this issue between the nations. And Eight of Cups and Prince of Swords. So a Queen of Swords and a Prince, or that is a Prince of Swords, that's Knight of Swords, together. So September, I where in September does it snow in the world? I Does it snow anywhere in September in the world? If not, well, it is going to. It's not supposed to, but why do I feel that it's going to snow? It may be a surprise, and instead of rain, there could be hail. So coming to October, Seven of Pentacles. October is a month that needs patience, it needs leadership, it needs you to connect with nature, or rather, let us say that the underdeveloped nations may need financial aid from the leading countries. There may be a scarcity and a famine somewhere. I see a scarcity of food and finances in October. And why is that? Prince of Wands and three is the Emperor. Now, here, when I took the Empress out, instead of, where did I see the Empress? Here. The generally Empress is the third card. This is 4, and I get a 13 4 together. So definitely earthquakes. And here the Emperor card, which is generally a 4 card, is the 3 card with a Prince of Wands, that is a Prince of uh, fire. And with the kind of background, I don't know why I picked this deck, the kind of background that I see here, with famine and with scarcity of food, I think there may be an issue of fire, a forest fire, or a fire or heat, just too much of heat in October. October is generally a cooler month, but too much of heat in October, which may create that. And it's going to be there for a while. This is the Emperor card, and Emperor is it's number 3, and number 3 is ruled by Jupiter. I feel it is really going to be bad. So, as far as the heat is concerned, and I hope that does not start off a forest fire or a fire in the farms or something like that. Coming to November, November is the Three of Arrows. It's generally not going to be a very great month for the world. There is going to be certain disagreements between countries and nations. And I feel, all this contract and agreements that being signed here in May, June, July, and all that war and all that happening. Uh, Somebody who's trying to, be a mediator and sort things out, the person may go back on their words and they may break the treaty. This is what I feel with this card. And coming to Ace of Swords and the High Priestess. So, High Priestess looks like floods, November floods. I don't know which part of the world it rains, but it looks more like floods unless it happens to be a cyclone. When I mean cyclone in this case, I don't mean just the winds or the air. I mean, the cyclone of the sea. The sea water lashing back at land, and so I see something like that here. So, and with the Ace of Swords, yes, it could mean winds heavy, but more than that, I see water collection. It could mean due to various reasons. It could mean rivers overflowing. It could mean the sea, lashing back on land. Coming to December, December seems to be a very, very stagnant month. So it's not, it doesn't seem like, not seems like not much is happening, but actually what may be happening is uh, a lot of people may be hospitalized or arrested for whatever reasons, and nations may actually not want to take any kind of actions. So it could mean a lot of people dying as well. And we have the Star card and the Seven of Pentacles, which asks you that the divine is, whatever's happening is according to the divine plan, and you just need to have patience and have faith. Seven of Pentacles, you need to have patience and you need to have faith. So this was the tarot for the whole of 2021, and the general energies are that people are feeling that things are going to move, and we are getting into a new year, and hopefully 2021 will be better than 2020. But it's only the latter part of 2020 that, the initial phase is going to be a little difficult. Um, but hold on to your hope and do pray. Things will settle down, but in the later part of the year. Thank you so much for watching. If you need a personal appointment, please get in touch with me on WhatsApp, or you can message me on my social media. My Telegram ID is Ginni Aneja 11. You can contact me on that as well. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.